for me it was important to pass on the language and the culture, because I thought that this culture and language had been brutally murdered, including in my own family. And to simply sit by and do nothing to carry it on would have been, in my view, participating in its destruction and disappearance. And for my own reasons, I felt that I wanted to try to pass on what I could, and I did. When we were, and Kyoko was extremely supportive, it never came to an issue of should I, shouldn't I, just as it never came to an issue as to whether Kyoko should or should not teach Japanese. It never was an issue. It was never something that either of us consented to. It was normal. I remember when Zinga, the Nobel Prize winner, spoke in New York, Kyoko and I went. And he was speaking about Yiddish and so and so and so and so. And at that time, I was still trying to organize this little Pripyat group. So I felt I was really doing something, at least for us, you know. So I asked him, I said, Mr. Zinga, I asked him Yiddish even, what is your sense as to the future of Yiddish? Where is Yiddish being taught? What is being done? Whereupon he answered that he didn't really have any concerns about the teaching of Yiddish, insofar as it being necessary for the perpetuation of the language, because he thought that at any given time in the future, there would always be some student somewhere doing an academic exercise or doing some kind of academic achievement in Yiddish. And I thought to myself, this man is not somebody who's interested in carrying on the language as a living language. I mean, for him, it's an artifact, you know? And I certainly couldn't agree with him. And I thought that actually taking steps to speak it is what would keep it from becoming Latin, which is a language not spoken, you know? And I thought the language had to be spoken. And we differed on that. But anyway, I really felt that I wanted to pass on the language. It was a language which, in particular, was a source of warmth to me, because it was the Muttersprach, you know? And I spoke it on a daily basis. I had some familiarity with literature. I had certain familiarity with songs and music and things like that. And it always gave me a very warm feeling. It was part of me, you know? And you want to pass on to your children that which is important to you. And that's what I did.